At the age of 12, I remember coming out of the movie theater and getting an instant headache because of the sun shining right in my eyes. From then on, the headaches got worse over the years. When I was in college, it was the worst it has ever been. I was in constant pain. And there's a point in time where you're just in so much pain that you just get used to it and you just function like that. It's really hard, but you can function. And so people wouldn't even know that you have a headache unless you told them that you do, because that's just your normal everyday life where you're just in constant pain. But I was struggling in school and I was struggling at work. When I was 18, I finally decided to go to the doctor to see if they could help. I was referred to a neurologist who did 2 or 3 MRIs on my brain just to make sure there was nothing wrong with my head. And this is over a year that they did the 2 or 3 MRIs. And I mean, they didn't find anything. They never found anything, but they couldn't explain why I had the headache. So that was their way of being like, oh, well, let's just check again. I was prescribed medication for the headaches. And then that medication caused me insomnia. So I was given another medication just so I could sleep. I was also told to do physical therapy for my neck because I just had constant knots in my neck. Like my neck was always tight. So I would go, I think like 2 days a week I would get, they would basically do like a mini massage on my neck and then give me exercises for my neck to try to loosen up the knots. After a year of that, they just decided this is not working and they referred me to the Mayo Clinic. The Mayo Clinic re-evaluated me and decided, let's put shots in the back of your head because that's the only thing we can think of to do. So I was going there, I would say every 3 months, and I would get the shots in the back of my head, painful, but you do what you do. You do what you have to do when you're in pain, right? And that would last, each shot in the back of my head would last for about 2 months. Mayo Clinic was over an hour away. So this is like a very far drive for us. After about a year or so of that, I stopped going. I can't remember why, but I stopped going. I ended up going to the chiropractor. And chiropractor's like, have you tried going gluten wheat free for a month? And I was like, no, of course not. Why would I do that? I grew up eating gluten wheat. Why would I just give it up for the fun of it? And she's like, well, try it. Try it for 30 days and see how you feel. So I tried it very hard, because I was super addicted to fast food and cooked food and a bunch of sugar and whatnot. But I lasted 3 weeks. And then I went to Cold Stone because I'm like, I really want some ice cream. So I'm going to go get some Cold Stone. And for some reason I had given up dairy. I don't remember why. I gave up gluten and dairy for whatever reason. Had Cold Stone, instant headache. Oh my gosh, it was horrible. I'm like, crap. Well, it's obviously the gluten wheat that's causing the issue, and I now have to give up dairy. And also, I was not vegan back then. I wasn't even close to being vegan back then. I didn't even know what veganism was. It took me about a year after that to give up dairy, and not permanently because I did go back to it several times. But I had noticed there's something with gluten and wheat combined with dairy where if you eat gluten wheat, you definitely can't have dairy if you're sensitive to gluten. So it would make it so, okay, I'm not going to have any gluten and then I can have dairy because I was just extremely addicted to dairy. And that brings us today where I have been headache free for many years. But isn't that crazy though? So the whole issue is gluten wheat and doctors couldn't just tell me, oh hey, try an elimination diet to see how you feel. I had to go down that whole route of taking all of these drugs, getting all the side effects, by the way. This was not side effect free. My body hates pharmaceuticals, absolutely hates pharmaceuticals. So anytime I take something, I am getting some sort of side effect and I am suffering because of that. But a doctor couldn't just say, try giving up gluten wheat. I had to go to a chiropractor to get that information. This is why I don't trust pharmaceuticals and I don't trust doctors. Like, if I were to break an arm or a leg, of course I would take something for that. I don't like pain. But if a doctor's like with the cold allergy and the vibration allergy, like I don't even want to take anything at this point. I just want to keep living like the way I'm living. Like, yeah, it is inconvenient, but like I can live like this. I need to move somewhere warmer and I'll be fine. but adding another medication just to have to deal with side effects, like, why would I do that to myself? That just sounds torturous. And then, oh, this medication isn't working anymore, so then you have to take this other medication. Yeah, no thank you. I will just keep living like this.